Ever since winning RCV statewide in 2016, Maine has continued to improve democracy. 2023 was the fourth time Portland used RCV to elect its mayor, who defeated 4 other candidates after an instant runoff tabulation. Statewide, Democracy Maine mobilized constituents to testify for a constitutional amendment that would enact RCV in general elections for governor and state legislature. And in 2024, we hope to pass RCV in more cities and towns to give voters more choice at every level of government.
2023 saw an outpouring of support for expanding the use of ranked choice voting in Vermont. Already in place for city council elections in Burlington, voters overwhelmingly voted to expand RCV to future mayoral races and other city contests. That charter change won approval in the state legislature and became law in May. A statewide bill to bring RCV to the 2028 presidential primary and other races received broad tripartisan support, passing out of the Senate with a veto-proof majority, but there's still work to be done in 2024 to get it through the House and onto the governor's desk.
Here at Voter Choice Massachusetts, we are proud to be working to pass RCV in municipalities all across the Bay State.
We passed 3 RCV home rule petitions in 2023 for Acton, Brookline, and Lexington, adding to the 4 bills already pending at the State House from Amherst, Arlington, Concord, and Northampton.
In 2024, we'll continue on the submission of 5 home rule petitions with an inclusive campaign focusing on the vibrant city of Boston.
Welcome to Ocean State Ranked Choice Voting.
Our initial leadership team started meeting in April 2023.
We have presented to the members of 5 local party committees, as well as the students at the Community College of Rhode Island.
At farmers markets and city councils, we educated Rhode Islanders with ranked choice voting experiences.
We officially launched on August 21st, 2023 at the Warwick Public Library.
9 of the candidates in the special congressional election endorsed RCV. 5 of them spoke at our launch, and the press really took notice.
For a small state, we are making big changes.
2023 was a big year for Connecticut Voters First. We rallied over 25 citizens, including Governor Ned Lamont, to testify in favor of implementing RCV for presidential primaries. We got proportional ranked choice voting authorized as a voting rights remedy. We published over 20 op-eds in 10 different publications across the state of Connecticut, and launched our Speakers Bureau, which gave its first 10 presentations. In 2024, we're going to be focused on building our coalition to try to get over the line of the legislature.
Ranked Choice Voting Maryland started its grassroots operations in May of 2023, and since then we have grown to nearly 2,000 supporters and over 250 volunteers with 100% attendance at our launch events and lots of excitement in the room. We've built a robust team of leaders across Maryland, including dedicated canvas captains, speakers, and local chapter leads. In 2024, we hope to pass RCV in Annapolis and Frederick, and we have been collaborating with supporters on the ground to make it happen. Our grassroots movement in Maryland is growing fast.
We are starting this year off with a bang.
Make All Votes Count DC spent last year laying the groundwork for a signature gathering campaign to get on the ballot in November 2024.
We had our launch event on January 3rd and our first public campaign event at the Martin Luther King Day Parade.
Our polling is very favorable to win. We need 30,000 signatures to get there, which will require all hands on deck.
Upvote Virginia is working to expand RCV in our Commonwealth. 2023 saw our first locality, Arlington County, successfully implement RCV for their county board primaries, and December saw a unanimous vote by the county board to make that permanent for primaries going forward. Now we're starting our legislative session, and we're advocating for RCV as an option for all local elections and an option for party primaries for legislative, statewide, and federal elections. Good luck, everybody.
In 2023, our all-volunteer team at Better Ballot North Carolina added an additional 2,340 RCV supporters, nearly doubling our list size. And we raised over $15,000, smashing our 2023 goal. We also implemented a regional hub strategy activating new teams in Wilmington and the Triad, while bolstering teams in Raleigh and Durham. We recently held a strategy session where 25 leaders from across the state came together to commit to a clear plan of action for 2024. And we look forward to seizing every opportunity to promote RCV locally and statewide in the coming year.
North Carolina is ready for RCV!
South Carolina took a huge step forward in 2023 with the introduction of a municipal option bill with bipartisan support. Supporters from across the state have been working overtime to spread the word and convince the legislature that this bill will improve South Carolina's elections. In 2024, we will continue that effort. We will start by holding our second annual Instant Runoff Voting Day rally and continue to build a coalition of motivated organizations.
Better Ballot Georgia has doubled our supporter list, and by 2025, we are projected to have 25,000 members. To accomplish this, we are expanding our operations by launching 2 more local chapters, bringing us up to 6 statewide. To fund this, we are aiming to scale up our grassroots fundraising to double our overall lifetime contributions. And legislatively, we're working to build up on our 6 local pro-RCV resolutions and make our case even stronger. All of our goals flow from strong local groups bolstering the broader statewide mission and making Georgia a favorable environment for instant runoff voting to flourish.
Ranked Choice Voting for Texas started off 2023 strong, supporting multiple RCV bills, including one for military and overseas voting, which passed the House in 2021. When we were thrown a curveball by an RCV ban, we had to get all hands on deck to defeat it, educating legislatures about how RCV helps Texas voters, and we succeeded. In 2023, we raised over $15,000 and signed on over 1,800 new supporters. In 2024, we're working to make inroads in the business community and get constituents who support RCV to meet with key legislatures while strengthening our local chapters. Don't mess with Texas.
"2023 was the biggest year yet for Voter Choice Arizona, in which we gained recognition as a powerful grassroots organization. We participated in over 125 events and gave over 100 presentations, forming key connections and strengthening partnerships while raising grassroots dollars along the way. We doubled our growth from the previous year and will soon cross the 15,000 supporter milestone. We formed new supporter groups in Yuma, Sedona, Prescott, Flagstaff, and Bisbee, and most recently we formed a C4 sister organization, Better Ballot Arizona. In 2024, we aim to stop attacks from the Arizona legislature that could effectively kill citizens' initiatives or ban election reforms, such as ranked choice voting. We're committed to giving Arizonans more choice and more voice in election.
In 2023, 12 Utah cities chose to use ranked choice voting, and Utah RCV helped by supporting election administrators and educating candidates and voters. Meanwhile, we protected our pilot program from 2 bills that would have ended or limited it to primaries. This year, we aim to build coalitions in every county while committing at least 10 cities in advance to use RCV in 2025. We'll keep defending the RCV pilot from harmful legislation and showing legislators that Utahns like and benefit from using ranked choice voting.
In 2023, Cal RCV's volunteer-led team passed ranked choice voting in Redondo Beach. They also fundraised to hire their first ED, myself.
This year, we are committed to hitting our supporter goal of 10,000 supporters statewide. We're also committed to building partnerships and coalitions that would allow us to pass ranked choice voting in 2 distinct media markets. That includes the Bay Area and Southern California. We are feeling energized and enthusiastic about the future, and we are very much looking forward to passing RCV locally and statewide in 2028.
My name is Ben Chapman. I'm the communications manager at Fairfield, Washington, and 2024 is a big year for us. We've got a rally going on right outside of the state capitol in Olympia for the Washington Voices Act. It's a bill that would standardize ranked choice voting implementation all across the state. We know ranked choice voting is coming to Washington already. It passed in Seattle in 2022, I think it was. And we are really excited to expand ranked choice voting further, starting with passing this bill in the legislature and then moving on from there.
It's negative 20 degrees in Montana right now. But in 2024, things are going to be heating up for election reform. The match was lit at the beginning of 2023 when the out-of-state opposition showed up in Montana to oppose ranked choice voting. In response, we spent the rest of the year hitting the streets to educate Montanans, more than doubling our support and reaching 75% of our fundraising goal. We weren't the only Montanans that were mad. A bipartisan group of ex-legislators and passionate citizens called Montanans for Election Reform filed 2 ballot initiatives for 2024, and they will start gathering signatures by the end of January. One initiative will establish top 4 open primaries, just like Alaska has. And the second one will require that the winning candidate win with a majority of the votes. Ranked choice voting is not on the ballot in 2024. But for fans of ranked choice voting, we can get excited about these initiatives and the friends that we'll make throughout the year.
Our Wisconsin Final Five voting coalition knocked the ball out of the park in 2023, reaching over 1,000 public supporters after conducting over 100 house parties. The highlight of our year was successfully working together to initiate public hearings for our Final Five voting bill in both our state Senate and Assembly elections committees. In 2024, we will seek to double our public supporters and block the anti-RCV constitutional amendment initiated by our opponents, positioning us to pass our bill in the next legislative session.
Hey Illinois neighbors.
Ever felt like your voice truly doesn't count when you vote?
It's because the way we vote
desperately needs an upgrade.
In Chicago, we're on a mission.
Ranked choice voting on the ballot in 2026.
We've done it in Evanston.
And now we're bringing that winning streak to Chicago.
It's a big job.
And this work starts now.
In Naperville, we're gathering signatures through December
to bring ranked choice voting to the April 2025 ballot.
Let's make Naperville a trailblazer in Illinois,
where you can rank candidates in the order that you prefer them.
To make this happen, we need to keep growing the number of our supporters.
We need to grow from 7,000 strong
to 14,000 supporters by the end of 2024.
Double the support, double the impact.
In the past 2 years, we've grown our supporter base sixfold to 5,000, with plans to exceed 10,000 in the coming year.
We engaged over 100 policymakers, attended the Iowa State Fair, and had over 4,500 meaningful interactions, including the first ever ranked choice voting presidential straw poll. And almost every one of the participants said, "That was easy."
We've raised over $100,000 and doubled our paid staff to 2.
In the coming year, we plan to meet 60 legislators, understand their RCV disposition, as well as boost volunteer engagement and fundraising 5-fold.
We've already connected with a third of county auditors and plan to engage with the rest this year, as well as triple our paid staff and launch our advisory board in 2024.
Michigan won 3 out of 3 city campaigns in 2023, and we're bringing that big energy to 2024. In 2024, we will be focused on fundraising, hiring an executive director, polling, and creating a strategic plan for a statewide ballot question within just a few years. We plan to continue building our partnerships, coalitions, and volunteer base as we move to bring ranked choice voting to more Michigan municipalities and build a statewide movement.
2023 was a busy year for Rank the Vote Ohio. We started chapters in every corner of the state. We worked alongside over 140 plus organizations to fight Issue 1 on August 8th. We attended the American Democracy Summit and built connections across the country. We canvassed, and canvassed some more, bringing us to over 16,000 supporters all across the state. We hosted many ranked choice voting events and came together at the end of the year for some well-needed R&R, where we wrote Christmas cards to all our state representatives and had Mrs. Claus hand-deliver them to stop SB 137, which threatens to ban RCV in local elections. We've accomplished so much in 2023, but we're just getting started.